Hi, I'm Michał Słowikowski with Datapolis. In this video, we're gonna talk about customization of our existing process. We'll create simple form and loop. First, we will go to our request forms list, which we have created in previous video. Next, we're gonna add new column which will hold comments. For that, we have to check if versioning is enabled. As you can see on my list, we'll add new version each time when we'll edit item on this list. So, OK, and we can create new column. Comments. This column will be type of multiple lines of text, and it will be plain text. And another important thing to remember is append changes to existing text. In this field, we have to select yes and OK. When we'll finish, we can go straight from list settings to Workbox workflows and approval process. Designer will load up. Okay, so what we need to change here, we want to send information back to the creator that we need to provide some changes to our request form, and for that we'll use our comment field. So let us assume now that the reject action will not finish the workflow, but it will send it back to creator. So we'll just select action reject and connect it with new form. And we'll just change the name reject to reject send back to initiator. Okay, so as you can see, we've created a very simple loop, and now we would like to add additional forms. So we'll go back to the action, launch form, and here you can define three types of forms. Quick forms, which are very simple forms created with Workbox. Info path forms, which let you connect info path form with Workbox, or your own custom form, which can be any ASPX web page. But for this demo, we'll use quick form. Okay, we'll add manage variable. We have to create new variable which will hold the comment. So it will be called comment. Okay, and now we'll just double click on the comment, and with that we've created new form field. So now we have to edit field properties, and here we can provide field title, description. We can choose the field type. Now we'll just check that the value is required, and we don't need any default value, and it will be plain text. Okay, so just doing that, we've created a simple form which will appear any time when user approver will reject the request. But we just don't want only to create form, we want to keep that value inside our comment column. So we will go to the activities, and here what you can see is the edit window of activity diagram. This is place in which you can put technical actions, like for example sending emails, adding new items, editing those items, copying, and so on and so on. You can also set permissions. So basically, activities are just technical stuff which are going behind the scene. So for example, when user will submit some action or perform any action, he can, for example, send an email, set variable, and so on and so on. In our case, we want to edit item because we want to change value of the comment field. So we just dragging and dropping edit item inside the activity diagram, and we'll double click on edit item. Now, we just want to work on current item, so we'll select the checkbox. As you can see, Workbox automatically grays out fields which we don't need to fill out, and we want to set field values, and we're gonna look for field comments and OK, and now we will provide new value. First, you can provide the value statically, but in our scenario we have to use the value from the form. So we'll go to the edit lookup. We will create new lookup from scratch, and I will tell you a little bit about those lookups. First, you can see 4 major nodes. One is for information related with SharePoint, and you can gather information from whole SharePoint application. Second part is the workflow data. So this is all information related with the current workflow. Also, there is workflow variables, which holds information inside variables, and functions. Functions are text, data, date, math functions, and things like that. But in our case, we will go to workflow data, workflow variables, and comments. Comment, this is the value we want to take inside the comment column. So OK, OK. And one more important thing, we need to unselect the system update. So thanks to that, we'll create a new version each time we'll modify that item. If we would just leave this checked, the comment field would be overwritten. So just OK, OK, and OK. And one more important thing, you can define the view form, edit and display form for each item. For that, you just need to go to the state and check field permissions, and we want to unselect permissions for all users and let author edit and display those fields. Approver can also see those requests. So as you can see, you can easily check every field. You can create specific permissions for each item on each state. So it's very flexible, and it's very helpful for organizations with requirements for some security of forms. So just OK, OK. Now in waiting for approval state, we will change also permissions. So we're going again field permissions, uncheck all users, and in approver we need to uncheck comment field. So the approver will only be available, be able to just display the form. So OK. Author can also only see the form in the waiting for approval state. So OK, 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 yes, and approver has to approve. OK, so Now, as you can see, we can save and deploy the workflow. Okay, workflow has been deployed. So we'll just go back to our request forms list. We'll add new item, form test. Okay, and let it be please approve my request. Okay, save, and we want to submit that form. Confirm. So again, we can check that the current user don't have any permission for performing any workflow actions, but we can, for example, see the display item, and as we can see, okay, comments, Michał Słowikowski, admin, requested, please approve my request. We want to edit item, but as you can see, those fields are uneditable. So just save. We'll go to the second web browser as a user Tom, so the same user as last time, request forms, and we can see approve and send back to initiator. So now we will send back that request to the creator. So we'll click on it, and you can see new form appeared with the comment variable, which is multi-line text, and we want to provide information. Provide reason for approval and confirm. And now we are back in the new form state. So we can check it, form test, and you can see once again the new comment appeared inside the item with user which provided the comment and the timestamp. So okay, close, and we'll just once again go and submit the form. Okay, confirm, and we will approve. So now we can check the history of the form test item, and as you can see, we've been in the new form, then we have been in waiting for approval state, then user Tom rejected and sent it back to the initiator, and once again initiator submitted the form, and finally user Tom approved it. Okay, in next video I will show you how to add decisions and automate them based on the values of the item. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye.